The Paris 2024 Olympics are officially over and athletes are headed back home.
The News Channel 13 has been following the Olympic athletes from our area. Here's how they did. First up, Jimmer Fredette from Glens Falls. The 35-year-old was team captain of Team USA's 3x3 men's basketball team. He scored 4 points in the opening game against Serbia, then had to leave the second game against Poland because of a groin injury. He was ranked the #1 3x3 player in the world on the day he got hurt. And next is Rudy Winkler. He is from Sand Lake and graduated from Averill Park High School. He finished in 6th place in his hammer throw event. This was his 3rd Olympics. Winkler finished 7th in the 2020 Tokyo Games.
Christy Wagner is a resident of Saratoga Springs and member of Saratoga Rowing Association. She competed in women's double sculls rowing with her partner, Sofia Vitas. They finished 9th overall. Wagner and her partner finished 5th at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
And like Wagner, Lauren O'Connor is also a resident of Saratoga Springs and member of Saratoga Rowing Association. O'Connor competed in the women's quadruple sculls. Her quad finished 9th overall. O'Connor made her Olympic debut this summer.
Turning to the latest on the devastating California wildfires, the fires have killed at least 27 people and destroyed more than 12,000 buildings and homes. Fire officials are saying the Palisades fire has burned more than 23,000 acres. To get a better sense of the size of this fire, we're going to show you a map of the Palisades fire right now. Here it is with the outline of the evacuation orders and warnings. Now, if you look at this and then compare it to the capital region, specifically in the city of Albany, you'll see this on your screen. This is what the size of the affected area would look like if it was here in the capital region. Really interesting perspective here to show you the scale of this fire. We would have evacuations out to Voorheesville. The capital city would be in ruins. Unfortunately, the National Weather Service is warning of dangerous fire conditions next week in California. We will continue to keep you updated on what's going on there.
Maybe you want to get your facts straight before you report.
Tell me the facts then.
It's none of your business.
That was the exchange in Corinth as a couple charged in the death of their 3-year-old daughter appeared in court.
Kumi Tucker was there asking what happened to their young child.
I do not understand the disconnect between what we write, what we say, what we believe, what we hear from community members at each and every meeting does not translate into what it is that is RFA'd. So I don't know.
Tensions were high at a meeting for the Opioid Settlement Fund Advisory Board. Find out what is frustrating board members as they meet before their November 1st deadline.
Bravery to show up here and say what she has to say as opposed to what I see on Facebook and the emails I see, the threatening emails that I see. It's cowardly.
And the Rotterdam Town Board met for the first time since member Joe Mastriani was charged for allegedly stealing someone else's mail during his campaign for state assembly. What the board is now saying about calls for him to resign.
You're telling me it's a different policy. Again, we're telling you you need to relay these things to your staff because they're not showing up in the culture you're explaining to the public.
There are calls like that for changes to be made at Albany County Correctional Facility. A group called the Freedom Unshackled Coalition challenged Albany County Sheriff Craig Apple, demanding accountability for what it says is brutality, medical neglect, and inhumane conditions at the jail. Sheriff Apple says he will look into those issues.
Hundreds of people gathered at the Capitol to demand lawmakers pass the New York for All Act and the Dignity Not Detention Act. As we told you, the bills aim to end state and local cooperation with ICE and prevent use of local jails for immigration detention. Rallygoers say ICE is scaring communities. An advocate made a stark comparison between New York's leadership and leadership in New Jersey.
The mayor of Newark, Ross Baraka, put his body on the line and was arrested while protesting ICE detention in his state. Meanwhile, New York State leadership stays silent. And silence really is violence right now.
The bills do need to be debated in the New York State legislature, and hearings will have to take place. If passed, both pieces of legislation would then head to Governor Kathy Hochul's desk. All morning long, we've been bringing you coverage of Hurricane Milton, and right now we want to talk to two viewers who are in Florida right now experiencing the effects of Hurricane Milton.
Yeah, Al Engels, who's from Lake George, moved to the Tampa area in 2015, and his wife Mandy, who's lived in that state her entire life. Guys, thank you so much for hanging with us here, especially considering all that you're dealing with down there. Mandy, I know you told our producers that you've never been through anything like this. Can you describe for us what you're seeing this morning?
Good morning. Yes, as you said, I've lived in Florida my whole life. I've experienced a lot of tropical storms.
What are you experiencing right now? I mean, this storm hit as a major Category 3 storm. I mean, just so much devastation there.
It really is. I mean, and we just had a huge storm here about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So this entire area is still in a major part of part of our state that is still recovering. It's something I've never seen, and it's just like what she just said. It's still dark. We have no power. I've seen stuff outside I've never seen before, and I don't know what we're going to see when the power, as far as daylight, when it hits. We have no idea. We saw photos on Facebook of our area, and it's been devastated.